Hey, we're not in the garage today. We're currently in Tennessee on our way to the CJ Southern Show and Swap Meet. Wow, that's a lot of S's. It's like a tongue twister. Anyways, ride along with us. So, this is Colby's. We're out on back roads between Rome, Georgia and Tennant, I think, somewhere back along through there. I don't even know honestly, but this is so good. Okay, so we're done here. Food was awesome. It's starting to rain again. Let's get over to Kingston, Georgia. So one reason I take the back roads is for things like this. Just love checking out these old barns, taking pictures of them. I don't know what to do with the pictures other than take the pictures of them, try to make them look cool. But yeah, so it's fun. I'm almost to Rome, Georgia, and hopefully we'll be to Kingston soon. So on the road we go. So I'm almost in Rome, Georgia. It's Memorial Day weekend when I recorded this. And on this corner here, you see all these tombstones and flags on each corner. Every one of them has a name on it. And I think we all know what that represents. Somebody who sacrificed their life for our freedom. So I don't know when you're watching this, but just keep these people and their families in your thoughts and prayers. And just be thankful for people like this, that we do have our freedom. So, done on the road today, and I'm about a half hour from where the swap meet's going to be at, but as I was originally going to stay there and camp out there tonight, but as I was headed over that way, I came across this bluegrass festival, and for $5 I can camp here and listen to some music. So what a neat little find here. So these guys over here are jamming right now, and I'm going to get set up here with the camp, but then maybe we'll walk around and hear some music. So I don't know how good it's going to come out in the video, but there's a rainbow right over there at the campground. So evidently a pot of gold over there if anybody's looking for theirs. This is what I get all the time when I come up to talk to somebody. The first thing they say is, "How tall are you?" So then they say, "I'm going to guess." So this is Jill.
Really, I'm not unique then. Well, I am unique, but I'm going to guess how tall you are.
Yeah, go for it.
I think you're 6'5" and a fourth.
And a fourth. You want to take a guess?
6'3".
6'9".
No way, dude! I need a measuring tape. I don't believe.
Yeah,
we just want to be tall. That's
so Jill, this is Jill's 74 Bronco.
Big Jill.
She's had it 22 years.
Super trooper.
I know.
What do you want to give a quick rundown on it? Anything you want to
It's
say
not
about
the
it?
original paint, but I painted it
Yeah.
this color about
Is it
14 years ago.
Is it your daily driver?
It is the only thing I have. I drive it daily
Yeah.
when I go places, but I'm kind of semi-retired, so I get to stay at home a lot.
Yeah. So anyways, bringing the camera back to the car, what a cool event I stumbled on. I had no idea when I was coming down this road I'd find this, and I almost drove past it and didn't even stop. So some incredible musicians and some awesome music. So I'm going to put the camera away and go enjoy it, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. That was pretty cool last night to see all those people playing, all the different, at each campsite they had pretty much at each campsite they had people gathered around playing instruments and different bluegrass music, so that was really cool. Side note to future self though, if you decide to camp out at a bluegrass festival, plan on staying up really late. They were playing till like 3 a.m. so it was neat, but it was way past my bedtime. So anyways, I'm up and gonna start heading over now to Kingston, Georgia, where the swap meet is at, and we'll see you over there. Okay, so I don't remember where I left off. Been like a kid in a candy store around here. The amount of Jeeps they have, CJs specifically. So we're gonna walk through the show here, and you can see some of them. It's amazing how many there are here and how good they are, and all the work that's gone into so many of them. So let's take a look at them. Alright, so walking around through the Scramblers and stuff, came across this Overlander, and Hank here, it's your Jeep. Yeah, so it's your Jeep, and if you don't mind, can you just give me a quick story about it, because it's got a real interesting story, being from Australia.
Sure. I'll tell you what I know, because there's not a whole lot of information on these. Made in 1983 is a Jeep Scrambler in Toledo. It's made for Australia, for the Australian market. So it came with the World Cab hardtop, the right-hand drive, the floor shift, the Jeep 258, the 727 automatic. So Jeep would make them, story I had, Jeep would make them, ship them plain to Australia. When they get to Australia, Australia had to bring it up to their road rules and regulations. So they
Sure,
did a few
makes
things.
sense.
So they would still has the Toledo build tag up here, but then Australia would put another tag on here that says it's the hard cab, World Cab 4-passenger Jeep. Same VIN. This was done in early '84, so
Okay.
it's built in '83 as an '84 model year.
Okay, alright.
They would put
Yeah.
their blinkers on it, do the blackouts here, put their blinkers on it, their different bumper system on it, and same with the blinkers in the back.
It's interesting. I saw the bumper. I didn't really think. I just thought that was something that was done, but that's done for Australia.
That's the way I understand
Right,
it. Now,
right,
there are
right.
people that are much more
Yeah,
knowledgeable on these.
Well, you're way ahead of me.
the
So
ones I've seen and the ones they've talked to, this was one of the optional bumpers that they would put on it.
nice.
Nice
Awesome,
little
awesome
stainless
story.
steel push bar.
Yeah. And then we have the big door out the back. What did you call it earlier? I don't
It's
remember.
a barn door. It's
Yeah, barn
for
door.
the World Cab.
So that was part of the deal too, right?
Yeah,
Being
that was-
the Overlander package, right?
Being the World Cab, this was what they used with the World Cab hardtop. So Jeep also made postal scramblers for Alaska, the post office. Same basic idea, but those
how
doors open
tight that closes.
from the right side.
Okay.
The Overlanders will open from the left.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
This one, as well, I've learned from another gentleman that knows a whole lot more about these Overlanders than I do, is that the roll bar in this one is an early style.
Oh, yeah.
So where a Scrambler roll bar bolts in the front right above the hump, this one bolts to the hump and is a little bit thinner in diameter, and they only did it in the very early Overlanders.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Like, it's amazing all the little differences and nuances. And then you bought it through a friend of yours who had a
He's got a beautiful blue one. He's out of Dallas, Texas. He has a beautiful blue one, and his buddy asked him if he was interested in a second red one and bringing it over to the States. He bought it, and he decided he didn't need two of them in his shop. And I had just sold a different Jeep. Saw this one, got lucky, got in touch with him, talked it out, and I went to Dallas and picked it up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very awesome. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to do a walk around a little bit, but that's the basic rundown of it. So, thanks, Hank, for your
Yes,
time.
sir. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yes, sir.
This is one thing I'm looking for is the, I guess this is something they did in the Laredos with the dashboards. We have a speaker over here and still have your clock in it. So, but I want to walk down here and show you this Jeep. So it's hard to pick one on this row, but this is the one you have to see. Sorry. Somebody shoved this diesel in here. Is this yours here?
This is mine, yes,
Oh, wow.
sir. I think $100.
Can I just have you talk about it real quick?
Sure.
Okay.
It is an '83 Scrambler with a Cummins 4BT that probably came out of a bread truck or UPS truck or something. It's got an NV 4500 behind it, so you got low gear and overdrive. 4.5-inch lift, SE winch, and I drive the crap out of it.
Yeah. How long did it take you from when you started?
I bought it with the motor in it. I've done a lot of the kind of finishing touches, like bumpers, wheels, tires, interior, top.
Yep.
Motor work, so put some bigger injectors and governor springs and fuel plate and stuff like in that. So it's just a fun Jeep to drive.
Oh yeah. It's an attention getter too, right? And it's kind of interesting that he has the diesel in there, and now Jeep's coming out with the diesel.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
you're the original, right? Tell
That's
everybody
right,
to take a
that's
step
right.
back.
And it stops quick because it's got the Hydro Boost brakes and all that. So
Nice. Oh, that's gorgeous. It's
drive it
absolutely
slow,
gorgeous.
drive it on the interstate. It's a fun Jeep to drive.
It'll go 65, 70 down the interstate?
Oh, it'll go 85 down the
Really?
interstate.
Wow.
Yeah, with that overdrive.
That's got to be a first, a Jeep that goes that fast. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I appreciate it. What's your name? I'm sorry.
Scott Plummer.
Well, nice to meet you, Scott.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
The very first Jeep I got was almost identical to what we see here. Color, everything. It's a basic red Jeep with stock suspension, stock everything. It had the 304 motor in it, and that was about it. So, but basically, this is what I had right here. So they got another row here for things that aren't necessarily CJs, but they got the J10s, FCs. Over here they got little Willies. got a little flathead motor on it. So we're coming to the end of the, let's see what they even call this row. Can't even see my screen. Willys and J trucks. So, and look at this Comanche, how clean it is. I mean, that's awesome. So, let's go take a walk down the, boy, the, I don't know if you can even see me. I don't know. Probably don't want to see me anyways, but let's go take another walk down the road with the CJs. 76 to 86, I think. All CJs. And it just goes on. All the way down yonder. So I'm with Steve and looking at his Jeep here. He's got an interesting story behind it. He's been chasing after it for how many years again?
25 years.
25 years, all original. And can you...
It had 38,000 original miles on it when I got it. It's factory Hinkle Jeep. Still got all the stickers and emblems from Hinkle's. Some pretty good parts that Hinkle's original back bumper.
It's an amazing story.
Console.
And the guy that you got it from, he was the original owner, and you kind of were...
Yes, sir.
You know, stopping by his house every so often, and
about every 6 months or a year, I'd stop by and try to buy the Jeep, and I knew what it would be like when I got through with it, if I'd ever get a hold of it. And
right.
I got the original Hinkle title and everything from it. It was one owner before I got it. I'm the second owner of it.
And I don't know if I got this, but he got even the license plate. I can't see if that's even on there. So yeah, it's an amazing story behind this Jeep, and I appreciate you sharing that with me, taking time to share that with me.
No problem. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you sharing the Jeep love.
CJ5. This is CJ5 row. This is the owner of the property. This is theirs. Probably stands about 5 foot tall at the hood. Look what it's got sitting in the back here. So I'd say that thing probably has some giddy up. Now let's take a walk down this way. Look and see what we got going on here. Another row of CJ5s. All ending with this one.
Somebody told me, so, well, maybe the ball joints are stuck. And I done all the ball joint things, you know, I done all that.
Not only do they have the Jeep show, but they have, I don't want to call it vendors row because it's not vendors, but a lot of people bringing in parts to sell off of Jeeps, off of CJs specifically, off of that 86 and older generation. And you can just kind of see I'm walking down through here so you can see all the different pieces and parts. Kind of go look at a little closer at some of this stuff once we get to the other end. There's just stuff everywhere. Pretty much if you need it, it's here. Definitely can't imagine it's not. It's just crazy. Everything from tops, hoods, motors, visors, I mean anything, pretty much anything. So yeah, this guy's even got transmissions and axles. And so this is the far end down here. Kind of looking around some more. So we'll take a little closer look at some of these booths.
And the other one, the only other one I got up in the truck up there, the pivot ball mount.
Yeah, it's just crazy all the stuff, man. It's awesome. It's like a kid in a candy shop here if you're a Jeeper. Okay, so now we're gonna take a walk up here to the owner's garage where he has things for sale too. Has some things sitting out. But if we walk inside, you'll see there's so much more. So this is inside. A lot of little parts over here. People just going through things. Just about anything you could want, they got it. So up behind the house is his primary shop where he does all the work on the Jeeps. So let's go take a look in there. So I don't know if you could tell how tall that was in there, but it was about 15 feet roughly full of that collection. So wow, a lot of time coming up with all that stuff. But now I want to show you his porch, patio, whatever you want to call it. So this is all the way around patio. And then up on the patio, they have some hoods. So years and years of collecting for these guys. Came across this Rubicon Unlimited. Let's see if I get it in the frame. But the interesting thing about, look at that top that's on it. I've never seen the top like that before. Kind of curious where he got that from. Okay, so what did you think of that? That was pretty awesome. What a great event. I was like a kid in the candy store there, man. I can't wait to go back. I'm definitely going back. Met a lot of great people, shared a lot of ideas on things to do with the Jeeps, and hearing the stories about people in their Jeeps and how they got them, what they've done to them since they've had them, and things like that. So if you happen to be one of those people that shared the story today, thank you for doing that, because I love hearing the stories. Every one of those Jeeps has a story, and everybody wants to share those, and I think that's what makes the Jeep community so cool. And you don't hear people saying stories about their Ford Escort and things like that, right? So yeah, Jeeps are just a different thing. So got fuel here, got some fuel here. I'm making my way back home. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, do that now so you don't miss out on more things like this in the future. If you like this one, hit the like button now. Hit the little bell so you can be notified the second we get these exciting, awesome videos loaded. So yeah, and until the next one, we'll see ya. Boom.